Hi, it's Phoenix Genesis. Another year on the Pacific Crest Trail, 2021. Last year, because of the restrictions, I didn't do much hiking on the trail. A lot of day hikes alone with my boyfriend, hooked up with some friends, made some new friends, but not the way I used to. So this year, I plan to go out. Just can't. Got cabin fever, can't stay in. So I want to show you how ultralight I'm going to go this year. And again, ultralight is a great way to hike, but you really need to learn some survival skills, learn how to use nature, learn how to pick camping spots, learn how to survive the elements, learn how to craft things with a knife. It's not something I recommend doing it first, build up. And if you're going to try it on the trail, make sure you have some warmer and maybe more secure stuff to hike with. Like, if you're trying a tarp, have a tent ready that you could ship to yourself, ship the tarp back. Warmer sleeping quilt. If you don't like the quilt, have a sleeping bag. Money permitting, but I would not just go out ultralight and spend all the money on the ultralight stuff and then find out it's just not for you, and then you have no money to have anything else or any resources. Plus, gear does fail. I don't care how expensive it is, it's going to fail on the trail, and you're going to have to take that into consideration. So anyway, let's dive down to what I'm doing this year with my quilt. Now this is 11 ounces with the Escape Bivy, which I'm going to shove the quilt inside when I sleep. I'm going to keep it in this because I'm taking a Salomon 14.3 running vest. If it doesn't fit in, it doesn't come on this trip this year, at least in the desert section. I might swap out with something bigger because of the bear can, and maybe a warmer quilt in the Sears. But right now I'm leaving around mid-April. We have a really low snowpack year, so that's going to be something I take into consideration. It looks like the snow's melting in San Jacinto already, so that's not going to be an issue either, so I can go warmer and lighter. So anyway, let's just dive into the quilt. Now these they don't make anymore. They're the Costco packable down throws. They were very cheap. I think on sale they were like $15 each, and I bought 4 of them, and this is it. Now what I did was I cut off one baffle to make a scarf out of it, and I just didn't need that extra length. It was 6 by 6, so now it's a 5 by 6. Now what I did, and I didn't do any fancy, I'm really no-sew, so I just kind of chopped it off and trimmed it. It's not the best job, but hey, it looks like it's a bunch of junk, and hopefully no one will steal it on trail. So and this has a shiny side, which I want the reflective side closer to my body to reflect a little body heat. I do have a silver one too, which probably would reflect more heat, but that one I'm keeping intact. Also, at $4 at Joann Fabric, you can get a seam ripper and rip these baffles. If you just want long baffles, you'll get a little more warmth out of the trap down, but I want this square for the purposes I'm using this one with. For my underquilt, I ripped it that way, and I have a full one I didn't cut, a green one that I also ripped with the vertical baffles, and then the silver one I just left completely intact. I wanted one of these quilts just the way it came. So anyway, for this, sorry, my eyes are watering. It's kind of allergy season too. I'm getting adjusted to that. So for this quilt, I left this little hook in here because I want to be able to feel at night which side when I'm folding it, in case it gets unfolded while I'm sleeping, from tossing and turning. I want to be able to just feel this in the dark without having to go rummage around for a headlamp or my light on my phone. So, and also I could actually tie this if I needed to kind of keep the warmth in from escaping my neck. So I could put another loop in here, and we used a penny, which is you could take out, so you wash the quilt with some shock cord, and we did that for the underquilt. So I might do that in that section, which would add just a tiny bit more weight. But anyway, this thing goes plenty high. It goes all the way to my feet, to my head, and by doubling it up, I make it warmer. I can also fold it one more time if I wanted to make it warmer, or I could fold it down this way and kind of shimmy it up so that my top part's more insulated than my bottom. My bottom doesn't get as cold as the core, keeping the core warm. Or if with the down jacket I'm warm with the core, I can shove more down to the feet. So I don't want any snaps, ties. It's inside a bivy sack. And again, how you just get it in there is you just get inside your bivy sack and shove, and and shove it just the way you want it, you know. And I like this because, again, it's very versatile. I can just move it around if I'm cold in one area, warm in another area. If it gets really hot in the bivvy, which it will when it gets like 70 degrees at night, which it does get in certain parts of the desert in May, you know, I can just really open it up and have it minimal, sleep outside the bivvy or just sleep in the bivvy. So this is a very versatile system. So 11 ounces. Moving along, let me go. I don't want to get this wet in the grass, so I'm going to shove it in a little. And yeah, you always want to store your you know, you always want to store your stuff in something very breathable, you know, that you don't want to keep this folded up. I made that first mistake the first year on the PCT. I had really nice down 30-degree sleeping bag that had been rolled up when Steve and I moved for 2 years and went on the trail, and oh my God, hadn't been fluffed up, had been compressed, and I almost froze to death at Lake Morena. So learn that lesson using my friend's cat scratching post as my camera setup here today. So now here is as far as sleeping in that system, to be extra warm, you can use something like a Ghost Whisperer jacket. This is actually a Mountain Hardwear Dira. This is a synthetic. Now this adds another 2 ounces over the sorry, my eyes, adds another 2 ounces over the you know, the down Ghost Whisperer, but it's completely synthetic. It uses, I think, what's it, Thermal Q Elite synthetic, which is supposed to be equal or warmer than Primaloft, which I think my Arc'teryx jacket has Primaloft, my hooded, super expensive one. Anyway, I got this on eBay for, with tax, $99, but I saw it's on sale at Mountain Hardwear right now for $129. It's normally $175, plus that doesn't include your shipping and whatever they charge you for sales tax. But you know, this is a nice light 11-ounce jacket worth having. Now here's another, if I were not to take this and I were to take my little down jacket and my little scarf in the bivvy, this is another 15 ounces right here with the stuff sack. This is actually the stuff sack that the quilt came in. So this jacket, apparently these go for about $100, but somehow I guess it was mispriced that time at Costco, or there was one left and they didn't know. So it was, this is Uni QLO, made in China, medium. So by the way, the Mountain Hardwares, also these are made in China as well, and I called them to confirm this wasn't a knockoff, and they said yes. So it's all kind of made in China, but this is pretty close to the Ghost Whisperer. I mean, it feels the same amount of material this does, and this is about 8 ounces for this jacket, and I've taken on the trail and it's been fine for me. Guys, allergy from the tree, sorry about that. And then this is the part that I took out that I made a scarf out of. Now I could leave it if I don't, or bring it if I want. Either way, you know, this will cut off another probably 2 ounces. But the thing about the scarf is, believe it or not, you're going to lose so much heat from your neck. And this is great for hiking. It's super light. You can stuff it down here. Now, if I don't need it for the neck, because, you know, you've got a collar here, kind of a draft collar that'll keep your neck warm, you could actually shove this down around your feet if you are a person with cold feet, and you know, make your feet warmer, or you could just leave it if you don't need it. But anyway, I'm showing you, you know, if you wanted to have a complete comfort setup with, you know, 15 ounces and then another 11 ounces. So I'm, again, so lightweight. And this is the little bivvy. Oops, there goes that. You just shove this around my neck so it doesn't fly away. Now I'm going to totally roast. It's so hot out here right now. Sorry about that. A little sack kept blown away. Now here is the stay outside longer. This is I think about a $40 or $60 bivvy. I actually got this free from a homeless guy hiking the PCT back, I think it was 2017, over at Idlewild, and there was someone left a tent that was broken that they didn't want anymore in a hiker box, and I ended up getting bored and I repaired the tent, and I really wanted one of these, and we trade. It does have a little rip here, but otherwise it's good. It's nice and soft and broken in. and it fits me. Even these are pretty big too. I mean, I gotta lose like an extra 20 pounds before I hit the trail, and I can still snuggle in this all nice and comfy. And again, standalone, you could probably take this down to 50 degrees if you had to survive. And a lot of people will use like these silk liners, and you know what, they're kind of heavy actually. I mean, I think just this is, and they're not waterproof. I mean, this is just a nice waterproof you know, little survival bag, nice and, you know, comfy. Makes a great pillow too. If you don't need it, it's hot out, you can just use this as a pillow. You could even kind of, you know, wrap it around as if you just gotta, you know, you don't bring any other rain gear, and you just gotta, you're using your, say, a poncho tarp like I brought last year and the year before, both years on the trail. Maybe you just want to run out real quick while it's raining, you know, or it's light rain while you're setting up your tarp, and you could kind of wrap that around you. So anyway, that's the little bivy. I think the bivy is 4 ounces. I mean, nothing. It's super light. So anyway, I hope you enjoy that. Oh, also, before I forget, as far as, I don't want to make this video too long, as far as the I didn't do what I sleep underneath, because that just varies. I have gotten the Ultralight 5 ounce inflatable pad, and I probably will take that because it's just so itty bitty. It shoves right in that little running vest. And I also usually take something like the Gossamer Gear 1/8 thin pad, or I might take you know, a something else like the what else do I take? I might cut off a piece of the Thermarest, you know, foam pad. I mean, it really doesn't matter. I'm not too picky with the bottom insulation, because I try to pick good campsites and fluff everything up. But I show you all the different lightweight pads that I use, so you can get a little idea of the differences. I think I have made some videos on my quilts and my pads, so go back, rifle through my PCT playlist, and you can see the different things. Also wind jackets, also polycryo ground sheet, great thing, or a emergency marathon space blanket that works great for ground waterproof ground cover as well. So anyway, that's it. I hope you got some tips. Drop me some comments, questions if you have about the trail. And I gotta take this off. I'm roasting. I gotta go out and work out. See you guys later. Bye.